Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know.
Thanks, Coach. Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go. Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Sit up. 180. Right there. 56. Three bud.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
A first down carry for Henry. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Trubisky to throw. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing to me.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now Trubisky. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. It's complete to Chris Conley. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Conley, 94 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back.
Come on, fellas.
Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. This is Anderson over the middle. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the 2nd level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. A run with Smallwood. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Titans' 48-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From midfield now, here's Rosen. Looking long for Westbrook. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go. Interception, baby. Let's go. Head. 180. Check 59. You ain't going nowhere.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a second down coming up.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the run. Check 3. Monday. Mike's 59.
Now on 2nd and 16. Rosen. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it's now 14-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Trubisky will throw. He's got Smith here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively. On third down, Trubisky. Airing it out deep for Smith. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jeffrey Simmons able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
At the 42-yard line.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Charlie.
And now it's Rosen looking. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very low. Now Rosen looking to throw. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're still looking at 0 on the scoreboard, and they're going to be hard-pressed to do anything with this field position as they'll start at their 1-yard line.
This almost feels like you're trying to climb Mount Everest because they can put together a decent drive, get a couple of first downs, maybe a third one, and still not even get to midfield. That's a daunting task for this offense.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He finds Corey Davis. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. First down, Titans, gain of 12. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check three. 18.
Derrick Henry. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Jags grab it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
What part do they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Rosen. An incomplete, an excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Middle. Jim. Joker.
On the carry, it's Logan. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Lambo will put this one through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise.
Under pressure, they got him again. Josh Allen. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Check it out, Reed.
Now Trubisky to throw. And he's going to go down again. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go, one more.
Again, it's Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yeah.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards there. 1st down. Trubisky now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Check.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, it's Trubisky. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Throwing here, Trubisky. Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Switch up.
Now Leonard Fournette. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Quarter. Mike, check.
From the 44, Rosen looking left side. That's complete to Oliver. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Rosen will throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 36 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run the counter. Smallwood. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Check 13. Check 13. Check 31. Check 31.
Here's Smallwood. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1.
Here we go.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's the fullback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Over.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Look at this spin.
Balance.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score from NRG Stadium in Houston. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On second down, Rosen finds his tight end Oliver here outright. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Here's Trubisky to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And that's caught by Smith. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First down, Tennessee.
180. Here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Alert, 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 alert.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Get up, 180. 6 right there, 56. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Here's Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Looking here for Smith downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
At the 50-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Get the ball right here. Let's go. Check, 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 check.
They'll run it here with Logan. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch time, watch time. Tight.
From the gun, it's Rosen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Titans take over 1st and 10.
We play to win.
At their
Let's
own 20-yard
go.
line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what is up. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At the 45-yard line.
Time to go, night.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Harold Landry able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Rosen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Trubisky, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Check tight end, check tight. Check tight.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing little.